Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the time that given to me to present my research proposal. Before I continue, praise to the Lord for His gift in our life, so we can gather here with happiness and especially the time for me to present my research proposal. First of all, the Honorable and lovely advisor, Mr. Elwin Piarawan Zebua, SPD MPD, my lovely reviewer, Mr. Aforeta Harefa, SPD MHUM, and all the audiences. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nelman Tonius Gea. My research proposal is under the title An Analysis of English-Speaking Materials in the Textbook Bahasa Inggris SMA based on the Paus Theory at the 11th grade of SMA Swasta Santo Saverius 2022-2023. Well, the first part that I'm going to explain this moment is the background of the research. First of all, textbooks are one of the learning materials and the key elements in the teaching learning process, which means that the textbooks are the common tools that assist both of the student and teachers to support the learning process. Kuningsworth in Radmadina and Suranti 2019 states that the majority of the goals and objectives in the textbooks have been designed based on what students need to learn and making their use very beneficial, which means that what any kinds of the objectives and the goals of the materials or maybe the subjects actually have been designed in the textbook itself. Furthermore, BNSP and the Permitting number 2 of 2008 states that the textbook are required reference used in the primary and secondary education units in order to enhance the quality of education in Indonesia. It means that having textbooks is the obligation, or we can say it's a must-have in the teaching and learning process. Since English became as a mandatory subject in Indonesia, Qualitative in 2019, the primary focus of the English language instruction, especially in 2013 curriculum, is the communication. It's about how to improve the students' speaking ability and how about their communication in daily life, where it's very crucial to pay attention of the high quality of the textbook and the appropriateness of English speaking materials. Furthermore, having appropriateness of English-speaking materials, that Paus Theory in 2013 provide 4 elements. First of all, linguistic support. It refers to the suitable linguistic input that refers, for example, like the vocabularies and any kind of the spoken words. The second one, content-based and effective support that refers to the materials that give inspirations or creativity to students. The third one, skill supports that refers to any kind of the activities that give the opportunity to improve their speaking skills. And the last one, diversity and flexibility, that refers to the giving more than one learning styles. Based on the preliminary data during the internship and also the interviewing ELT teacher, that the researcher found several intergoing phenomena. The first one, lacking of the content materials, whereas the teacher is still looking other references, which means that the text that given by the government is still not suitable or maybe not satisfy the students or maybe the teachers itself. The second one, speaking materials are not varied, and the last one, speaking ability of the student who are still passive. The next one is the focus of the research. This research focuses on analyzing the content of Bahasa Inggris SMA textbooks in the part of its speaking materials based on that Paus Theory. The formulation of the problem, there are 2. The first one, what are the criteria of English-speaking materials based on that Paus Theory? And the second one, does the content of Bahasa Inggris SMA textbook in the part of its speaking materials is in line with that Paus Theory? The next one is about the objective of the research. So the objective of this research is to analyze whether the content of Bahasa Inggris SMA textbook in the parts of its speaking materials is in line with that Paus Theory. Furthermore, it's about the significance of the research, which is give the theoretically and the second one practically. Theoretically give the comprehension to the education units, especially for the senior high school, about the comprehension of English speaking materials based on the Paus Theory. And the second one, for further researchers, they give the references for them. And practically also they give for significance, the first one for the researcher itself, which is give the knowledge how to conduct in the research and give the knowledge also about how the good English speaking materials. And the second one for the ELT teachers, give the comprehension and knowledge about how selecting a suitable textbook for the students, and for students also they know about how choosing a good textbook for improve their speaking skills. And the last one for the book writer, which is give the comprehension and also knowledge about before publishing the textbook to the schools or maybe education units in Indonesia especially. The next part is about the research method. This research addressed to analyze the content of English speaking materials in the textbook. So the researcher will use the qualitative research method that applies a descriptive research as its framework. According to Turner and et al., in 2021, qualitative research tries to examine a phenomenon with an ill-defined research challenge, which then the dozens of concepts of theories to be monetarily validated, which means that qualitative research about describing phenomena and tell just what is happening. Furthermore, variables of the research also that both theory includes an independent variable and English-speaking materials in textbook is the dependent variable. The next, the researcher will conduct this research in SMA Swasta Santosa Varius that located at Street Nilam number 7, Ilir Gunung Stoli District, Gunung Stoli Town, and the researcher will conduct the research on May 2023. Moreover, the researcher will investigate the Bahasa Inggris SMA textbook that used by 11th grade. So the source of the data, especially English textbook Bahasa Inggris SMA, that composed by the Ministry of Education and Culture in 2017, but especially in the part of English-speaking materials. There are two instruments of this research. The first one, observation through textbook evaluation sheet, and the last one, interview sheet. Furthermore, how the researcher collect the data? So the data collected technique that will be used by the researcher is textbook evaluation sheet based on that boss theory, and the last one, interviewing ELT teacher. Furthermore, how the researcher analyzed the data? The first one, the researcher will use the models that created by Miles and Huberman in 1992 in Rizali 2018. The first one, data collection, which is obtained from observation through the textbook evaluation sheet and gives scores. The second one, data reduction, which is eliminating the data that is unrelated to the research issue. And the third one, data display, which is providing the data presentation through images, tables, or maybe graphs. And the last one, conclusion or drawing, or maybe verifying, which is presenting the data which is interpreted descriptively. That's all the presentation of my research proposal. I also apologize for any mistakes and thank you for attention.